Survive, thrive, believe have been words that have helped me through my cancer experiences. Yes, I did say cancer experiences. Some survivors are private and keep cancer locked up in the past. Surviving cancer is my past, present, and future. I share my cancer journey with others because it helps remind me what it takes to survive cancer, thrive after cancer, and believe that our actions speak louder than our words. Over time, cancer has helped me develop confidence and courage, allowing me to openly tell my story with family and patient support groups, one-on-one with cancer fighters and survivors, at work caring for childhood cancer survivors, and nationally with my fellow oncology nurses, and most importantly, with my two amazing girls, Mia and Grace. I believe that sharing my story and with my can-do attitude, I can help forever shape the lives of those I care for, love, and come into contact with. So who am I? No, I am not a who from Whoville. I am a survivor, a thriver, and a believer. To survive means to continue to live or exist, especially in spite of danger or hardship. My cancer journey started 25 years ago after being sick as a teenager for 6 months. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at the age of 15, which ironically is a 30-year-old man's cancer. I never follow the norm. Despite anger that my life would be interrupted, fear of dying, because back then everyone died of cancer, and refusing to brush my matted hair for fear that it would make it fall out faster, my family and I focused our emotions and fought the reality of cancer together. My parents and grandparents were there every step of the way, teaching me the power of positive thinking, the miracle of prayer, and most importantly, the can-do attitude. This first battle with cancer led me to my second act, thriving after cancer. To thrive means to grow or develop well, prosper, to flourish. Children that are diagnosed with cancer can live long lives, but it may be interrupted by chronic health conditions as a result of being cured. 3 out of 5 survivors of childhood cancer experience some life-altering late effect. Living after childhood cancer was a challenge. Frequent monitoring, worrying about the what-ifs, and yearly testing, all to help preserve the many life years I fought to save with chemotherapy and surgery. We discovered toxicities early, allowing me to do most of the things that 20-year-olds could do. As many survivors know, we have fears and demons that creep up when you least expect them. I was no different. The complexity of relationships after cancer, fertility, fears of relapse, excessive planning and worrying, and of course, avid scrapbooking. I met an amazing man, Doug, who loved me even with all of my cancer baggage, and we gave birth to our oldest daughter, Mia. Our family continued to grow, and we truly felt blessed. However, our joy was overcome with fear of the unknown when I relapsed with my cancer while pregnant with our second child, Grace, 20 years later. I was like, what? You've got to be kidding. Don't I get a pass? I already had cancer once. I should have been worried about stretch marks and breastfeeding, not chemotherapy and having a baby bald, all followed by a stem cell transplant 6 weeks postpartum. I thought, I cannot do this again. Blessed with the most unbelievable mother who survived breast cancer herself, my husband with that always positive attitude, extended family, community, and diligent healthcare team, they made me believe I can. Margaret Thatcher has a quote that is quite fitting for this situation. You may have to fight the battle more than once to win. To believe means to accept something as true and have confidence. My second act was to focus on the positives, which were hard to find after my transplant since I couldn't even bathe myself, let alone care for a 2-year-old and a new baby. I was determined to use this experience to help others. I had to believe this happened for some reason, so I utilized benefit finding by taking those negatives and turning them into positives. A resource that helped me during my second journey with cancer was the Hope for Two Pregnant with Cancer Network. I was provided a support mom survivor from a distance who rallied beside me my entire journey and shared her story and the story of her son that was born after treatment. I joined that network 1 year after I finished therapy to do the same thing, be a support mother, providing comfort and support during the most unbelievable time, pregnancy with cancer. While working with other cancer fighters and survivors, I discovered an even stronger sense of family, purpose in life, and ability not to lose life years worrying. It seems so weird and unnatural to say that cancer blessed me and directed my life to help others. I still felt a small void in my heart and wanted to use my life experience to help survivors accept their new normal after cancer beyond my nursing career. With the help of family and friends, I founded Survivor Vision, a small nonprofit that raises funds for childhood cancer survivorship programs. Some of our most successful programs have been educational and advocacy programs for parents, patients, and healthcare providers, an international program called the Day Plus 100 program, which provides celebration packs for survivors of stem cell transplant, and college scholarships to help fund financially and educationally challenged survivors get to college. Our main goal is to help survivors see that there is life after cancer. Here are 2 quotes from our survivors to explain why I continue to advocate and fundraise for childhood survivors through Survivor Vision. My cancer has affected my educational goals in ways many people cannot understand. Before I was diagnosed, I had a dream. Because of treatment, my mental capacity was not up to par, and I had to change my dream. Being diagnosed with cancer not only affects one's health, but all aspects of one's life, in both positive and negative perspectives. I tried not to let my cancer transform my life, but I had no control. I continue to modify my life today. The way I see it, I have been given a gift. Yes, that gift is surviving cancer twice, 2 second acts. Despite cancer being an ugly monster that takes more than it can give, I feel that cancer helped me believe I can make a difference. The cancer world is small, despite how big it may seem. You never know who you will find along the way. I met Judy Pearson at the most unlikely place. Because of running Survivor Vision, I was introduced to Linda Rivard, a breast cancer survivor whose son is a leukemia survivor and one of Survivor Vision's college scholarship recipients. Linda coordinates a program for childhood cancer survivors. 3 years ago, this June, Linda provided me the opportunity of a lifetime to work with survivors full-time and get paid. I try my best to help my patients focus on controllable factors, believe in themselves, and empower them to accept their new normal after cancer. Despite it all, I still have to remember to believe in the magic of everyday miracles, in the possibilities of a new year, in the power of prayer, and in one more sunset in Michigan with my family. I would like to thank the Women's Survivor Alliance for identifying that cancer does not end when treatment does, and to help survivors embrace life after cancer. And this childhood cancer survivor thanks all of you for celebrating with the entire cast here today that have had the courage to share their second acts, taking the time to listen and spread the word.